Hello there, welcome to Talking Balearics. This is me, Martin Makepeace, here in a very sunny Ibiza, although it was raining about an hour ago, I've got to tell you, but it's beautiful sunshine now. How are you, Rich?
Yes, me, Richie Pryor, here in Mallorca. Well, likewise, Mark, we had a bit of rain a bit earlier on, but beautiful blue sky and sunshine and lovely and warm again, which is good.
I love talking about the weather on the intro, Rich. I really do. I mean, we're like proper Brits, aren't we? Obsessed by the weather. I've got to say, I mean, we've just had 10 days of incredible weather. I mean, it's been pretty bad, hasn't it, for the last 10 days? Raining and cloudy or whatever. But I looked at my watch the other day and realised it's only early May. I think we're just getting ahead of ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, I would say but May is flown as April flew, and May we're halfway through already, nearly.
It's like sign of age, Richie. That is, I'm afraid, pal. It's just everything's just flying, isn't it? Now, before we go any further, Rich, I've got to first of all congratulate you for this. You kept this one quiet, didn't you? The European Citizen of the Year award. I mean, can you talk us through it? Because I mean, it was a proper ceremony. I thought they were going to pin a little medal on you as well when they did it.
Well, to be honest, I didn't. I only found out myself on, I think it was Wednesday. I was obviously last week. I was in London to see my team, the Arsenal, beat Atletico Madrid. Although we didn't unfortunately get into the game, but we went to a pub very nearby and took in all the atmosphere before the game and after the game, which was great.
Saved yourself a couple of grand. Good.
Well, yeah, that's true as well. Yeah. And then Wednesday morning, I got a phone call. It was the mayor, and I thought that's a bit strange. Quite early in the morning. And the first thing he said to me was "Enhorabuena, Richie," which obviously is congratulations, Richie. And I thought he was talking about the football. Okay. So then I obviously went.
Only you would confuse this with the football, wouldn't you?
So he said, then I sort of said, yeah. It was a great year. We had a great time. We beat Atletico Madrid. We're really, really happy. And then he was like, no. He said, hold on a minute. He says, I'm calling you for a reason, another reason. I said, okay. And then he explained to me what it was all about. So yeah, listen, it's nice. It's as well as I do. It's nice to be recognised for the work you do and the community work you do and stuff like that. But it's just part for me. It's just part of life here. Do you know what I mean? It's what I've always wanted to do. I wanted to help communities, help charities and stuff like that. And I'm really, really pleased it's been recognised. But it's not just about me. It's about other people that I've had working with me, whether that would be at Pirates or whether that be on the radio. Or wherever I've worked, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people behind what I've done as well. So, thanks to everybody who has helped me along the way.
So, Rich, do I have to call you sir or do I have to bow now? Is there any kind of, protocol for every time I see you now? What is it? Can I not have a go at you? I mean, I'm not allowed to.
Well, you see, our friend Jeff Peters says, right, he's going to have to be nice to you now.
No, mate, listen, on a serious note, and I can be serious sometimes, very deserving. You raise a lot of money for charity. You're fantastic for the British community on the island of Mallorca. So from Ibiza, congratulations, Richie.
Thank you very much. And probably I should return the favour I was saying from Mallorca to Ibiza. Congratulations to you guys as well. Because I couldn't probably not notice it, that you won the Balearic Cup, Mark.
Don't worry, it's my subject too for today, Rich. Don't worry. I'm going to go into detail as well. So
yeah.
Obviously, anyway. This is the Talking Balearics podcast with myself, Martin and Ibiza, and Richie there in Mallorca. Our mission is to spread the word about the beautiful Balearic Islands. So please like, subscribe and comment. This is where it gets serious. Richie, what have you got for me this week?
News of the train, the brand new train service from the airport, which I think is going to be great for not only the airport, but for people living in and around the area. Probably good for sustainability purposes as well. So we'll talk about that. Also talk about a brand new beach app that's come to Calvia. Want to touch on that. A market that is well known in Ibiza is coming to Mallorca in the next, I think, is it next week or the week after?
Okay. What, a market or a general market? What we're talking about?
Well, if I say the name Las Dahlias,
okay. We're talking. We're talking, aren't we? Okay, fair enough.
So it's coming. It's coming to Mallorca, apparently.
Okay.
Wow. So something that's sort of going to not one of our islands, but I thought was quite interesting. You picked up on the same story, actually. I did it on the radio this morning, actually. So we'll talk about that. It's a store that's very popular with people.
Yeah, no, I like that story.
It's great.
When I saw it, I thought it was going to be Mallorca. I was very
so did I.
I thought it was going to be Alicante or Mallorca. I've got to tell you. So we'll go into that. Yeah, lovely. Okay.
And a bit of football chat, of course, at the end.
Fantastic, Richie. First of all, let's see what I've got this week. So The Ibiza government has declared war on a certain type of vehicle, which I'll go into in more detail.
Oh, blimey, I thought you were going to talk about the Middle East or something.
No, we're not. Well, so, yeah, it's probably a bad use of word there, isn't it? So, yeah. Okay, not declared war, but they're cracking down on a certain type of vehicle. Cracking down, yeah. Two, I want to talk about Ibiza Cricket Club's fantastic win at the weekend. I'll go into a bit more detail, but not just that, Rich. We did it in Menorca, and I was talking to a local few Menorca people and stuff. So I just want to have a little spotlight on Menorca because it's something we don't do as probably as much as we should do.
I heard. I've seen a few obviously paper headlines, and one of the headlines was it was the ringer that won it.
Well, we'll go into detail a little bit more, shall we? Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I'm expecting it, but listen, I'll show you the trophy very shortly.
Fine.
And a restaurant that's reopened in Ibiza, which has got a very famous tagline to it, which I think is well worth talking about. And finally, I'm just going to snuck in a fourth subject this week, Rich, because we had a few opening parties at the weekend. So I just want to talk about clubbing because I just think it's a really important part of the island, and just let's get that in there as well. So a little bit of a clubbing story as well, Rich. So first up, obviously, the Right Honourable Richie, Sir Richard Pryor of Seven Sisters.
Seven Sisters? No. Enfield. Get it right, Mark.
Okay, mate.
Enfield. So the new Palma train, or the Palma Luc Mayor train, which will connect both municipalities in just 30 minutes, with a journey to Palma Airport taking just 12 minutes from the centre of Palma out to Palma Airport. The project, officially approved by the Balearic government, is scheduled to begin construction in 2028, which seems a bit far off for me, but anyway, and would include underground sections beneath densely populated urban areas. It's expected to carry, listen to this, 8.5 million people a year.
Wow. Who's been doing those numbers?
I don't know.
To be honest, it doesn't surprise me because you get 30 odd million a year, don't you, on the island? So, it's only a third or a quarter of what you're expecting. So it doesn't sound out of the way, Rich, but it just, when you say it like that, it's a wow, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think number one is going to make Palma even better as a city break destination, particularly in the winter time as well. If you can get from Palma Airport into the centre of Palma in just 12 minutes, cabbies won't be happy, of course. But anyway,
a cabbie's ever happy, Rich. I'm going to say that.
True. That's true. And then obviously, probably will eventually lead to less cars on the road, I would imagine, in that way. Do you know what I mean? Particularly coming into Palma. So I think it's a plus. It's a win-win. I think I can't see any negatives.
Have they started work on it yet, Rich?
No, 2028 is.
Sorry. I thought you said it was going to complete in 2028.
No, start work in 2028.
And how long will it take to complete? If you've done your research, which I know you always do.
They haven't actually said. So
he scrambles quickly to Google.
No, they didn't. They didn't say. I did read this morning. So
I mean, I've got public transport jealousy. As soon as you said that, I read this article as well, Rich, and I was like, wow. Is there a better weekend break than Palma? Is there a better weekend break in Europe at this time of year than Palma, Rich?
No, I don't think so. I think it's,
I don't think there is. And that's coming from an Ibiza guy, by the way. I think it's got it all, hasn't it?
Most definitely. I mean, Palma now, I'm doing quite a few things in Palma right now, and I see Palma so busy with a variety of tourists from different countries. It's fantastic to see, and I can only see it getting better, and then obviously helping the winter season as well, which I think is really, really important. That's what we always go on about, isn't it? The shoulder months of the winter season, we want to see that improve, not only just in Palma, we want to see it improve across the island, but, if Palma is the only thing working, and let's get it working properly.
No, well, I mean, you find in the winter the capital cities always work well. I mean, where are you going to go to? You're going to go to London, or you're going to go to the outskirts of London. You're always going to go to the centre, aren't you? So Palma has got the lot, really. Just an interesting one, Rich, because I went to Bologna a few weeks ago on a little break with my youngest son. There was a monorail, so you fly into Bologna Airport. You get on it's not a monorail. It's pretty hair raising, to be honest. But you jump on it, and it's probably a 7 or 8 minute journey into the centre of Bologna, which I was blown away with. I thought it was fantastic, by the way. But it was €12 for like a 7 minute journey. I thought, well, it's a bit expensive. I wonder how much they're going to charge for that 12-minute journey from Palma to Palma Airport. Would you like to place a bet on it?
No, Oh, well,
10 euros?
I was about to say
€10?
somewhere in around 10, I would have
Yeah,
thought, probably.
I mean,
and will we as residents be able to travel for free, Mark, as we are currently able to?
my gut feeling is no, because it'd be a massive investment. But then again, it's only €5 on the bus. So they'll try and maybe get you off the bus and into the train, won't they? So maybe discounted travel, Rich. That'll be my gut feeling as well. But
possibly.
I mean, what a fantastic addition to the
product. It is great.
I mean, you guys have got it all. I'm getting jealous there, Rich. I really am. So, talking of vehicles, Rich, the Ibiza government have declared war on caravans. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which we've spoken about it a long time. I think last week we spoke about the magic number, which was 16,700 and something 88, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. There's now been a crackdown on caravans because, we've got housing problems. Caravans are a solution to the problem. However, you can only come on the island now if you've got a reservation with a caravan. So you turn up at the port. If you're in a caravan, you have to show your reservation. So they're technically not allowed on the island, which I'm all for, by the way, because unless you're a resident and you park them on the drive and use it for holidays. But if you're going to come over and live in a caravan, especially they're going to clamp down on rustic land, Rich, which rustic land would be greenbelt land in English. Wouldn't it? So they're going to crack down on that. So if you've got a caravan, you can't go on rustic land at all.
When you say caravan, you mean a motorhome as well?
Motorhome as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, caravans and campervans, should we say? Yeah, let's say campervans. Because you don't get many caravans, to be honest, Rich. You get campervans. Yeah, that's an important point there. Yeah. So what they did the other day, they had a meeting for the 5 mayors. You get like the cabal of mayors around the table. It's a bit like a seance. They're all there. And one's
trying to contact the living.
One's got trying to get some sense out of people. So I love it because one's got jeans on, one's got a suit on. One's got shorts. No one's got shorts on. But it's a real picture. But what they've got together now, because what they've been doing, the campervan owners, is they've been going from municipality to municipality, could get those words out. So they'll go from Ibiza to Santa Eulalia, or Santa Eulalia to San Juan to San Jose, San Jose to San Antonio. So they're avoiding it. So what they're doing now, they're going to have a shared database. So all the municipalities are aware of the caravans movements, which again, I think it's moving in the right direction. What they've also said, Rich, and this is a classic Balearics thing, they've said, we've given out the warnings. Now we're going to start with the fines. So even though the fines were there, the fines weren't really given out. So what they've said now is, listen, we've warned you enough. You've had your year or you've had your 18 months of, a little bit of leeway. Now we're going to start issuing fines. And the fines are pretty impressive, mate. Really, they are. Well, they're into the thousands. So, it is a clampdown. I think it's the right thing to do. I think they've been a little bit soft on it so far, but isn't that the way we always start soft and then they go hard? And they've just basically said, if you've got a camper van, your time's up unless you reserve a place in a local caravan park. So I think it's good news. I think we just got to control better. I still think we can have the free living and we can have the liberal lifestyle, but you've got to clamp down on these people that are taking advantage of the beautiful Ibiza countryside. So I think it's a step in the right direction.
And those sort of people aren't paying any sort of taxes or
they're paying nothing, Rich. They're paying nothing. So they're paying nothing. I mean, I had a meeting with a guy today, and I said, you've got to contribute somewhere along the line. You've got to contribute. If you want to live and take advantage of this beautiful islands that we live in, then you've got to contribute along the line. So yeah, it's a really good point.
Calvia, the municipality that I live in, has begun publishing real-time occupancy data for its busiest beaches in a move, aimed at modernising tourism services and challenging perceptions of overcrowding across the resort's municipality. The new system will allow residents and tourists to check how busy the beaches are at any given moment, including the number of people in the sand and the number of people in the water, as well as the percentage of total capacity being used. The information is updated every 10 minutes and currently covers Peguera, Palmanova, Magaluf and Santa Ponsa. It's interesting, actually, because they did some data collected from the summer of 2025 appears to undermine claims that Calvia's beaches suffer severe overcrowding during peak season.
Funny that, isn't it? Funny that misinformation, isn't it?
According to the figures, no beach exceeded 50% occupancy at any point during last summer. San Matias Beach was recorded the highest level, reaching 49.8% on the 24th of August, while Magaluf Beach peaked at just 27.58% on the 30th of July.
Are you surprised at that, Rich? I mean, because don't you think it's this, they kind of kick out and it's overcrowded, massification, whatever. But in reality, we've said it for a while, haven't we? it's kind of residents on a Sunday. The busiest day of the beach is a Sunday, isn't it? That's when the residents go to the beach, the domingueros, as we call them. So
the domingueros. Yeah,
that's really good day.
That's
Rich,
Sunday drivers to anybody who's listening in English, by the way.
Rich, that's really good data from you, Rich. You've done some research this week, mate.
There you go. So now I've sort of got that trophy on my cabinet, Mark. I've got to start looking like I know what I'm talking about.
You've really upped your game, haven't you, this week, mate? You've really upped your game. Beach app, and how do you download the Beach app, Rich? Out of interest, because I'm going to download it.
I don't think it's. That's a very good question, actually.
All right, so you haven't done your research that much,
bit,
then?
No, he didn't actually mention that. It didn't actually say that bit when I looked at it earlier. No, it doesn't say.
Okay,
I'll find out for you.
Try and find out, Rich. I like that. The thing is, didn't we have a story last year about the overpopulated beaches, and the environmentalists turned out and said, well, actually, the residents are the problem, not the tourists. Can you remember that one, Rich?
Yeah, yes,
you
definitely.
did that one. So it's just another piece of that puzzle, isn't it?
No, totally. And I think I've got. I'll send it to you, Mark. I think I've got the information because I'm on the Calvia community WhatsApp group.
Right,
and I think I bet
that's fun, isn't it? God,
Mark, it's like your no, I shouldn't knock it because it's a friend of mine that runs it. But it's like your worst football parents football WhatsApp group. It's just like that. Do you know what I mean?
There's a tree down in Caye Mayor. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but listen, we for our British Association, we've got a WhatsApp group, and it's usually me post on it. To be honest, I think everyone's sick to death of it. But I mean, all those groups where you share local knowledge and local information. I mean, we can pull people's legs and have fun, but they're actually really, really important.
No. Yeah, they are, and they get and well, this lady in particular, I'll give her a shout out. Her name's Lida. She does really give out some great information. So yeah, I think it's good.
Oh, fantastic, mate. Should we talk about the cricket, mate? Look, I've got my shirt on. Proud. There you go. Look, Ibiza Cricket Club. I've got my shirt on. Very proud of it today. Can you see it? There you go.
Oh yeah. Who got those shirts?
Reebok, of course.
Funny that.
Isn't it?
Where did that come from?
No, especially they give us a great deal, mate. So it's a great deal. But
good.
Two things, mate. First of all, congratulations to Ibiza Cricket Club. I didn't play, but I did commentate, so that was part.
Commentate.
I commentated.
You're on Sky, were you?
Well, not quite, Richie. It's Frog Box. It's called. I mean, I suppose it's
Frog Box.
Similarly, yeah, it's a cricketing. It's a cricketing website where it's very good technology, by the way, fantastic technology. So if you look at the scores, it looks like Ibiza won it at a canter, and I suppose we did in the end. But there was a time in the match against Mallorca on Sunday where it was very tense. Got your two big guns, Sonny and Ben Vickers. I don't know if you know Ben. He's a yachty.
Yeah, I know the name. Yeah.
Ben Vickers. He's a yachty. He's your captain. Very, very good captain for Mallorca. Excellent cricket player. And they were looking very dangerous indeed. It could have gone either way, but luckily Ibiza got two very good catches and went on to win the match by 70 runs. So I've got to say both islands were fantastic sportsmen and women because they took the defeats and really well. It was just a really good weekend. I think a fantastic showpiece for Balearic sport. It's probably the only competition where the three islands play off, which heavily involves the British community, obviously the football and basketball as well. In fact, we came back with the basketballers who I think had won a competition, but it was a fantastic weekend. And not just that, Richie, I've got to tell you about Menorca because every time I go to Menorca, I'm absolutely blown away by it. I really am. Maybe not for all the reasons you think it is, but it's just what a beautiful place it is, Richard. It's
true.
It's absolutely spellbinding. It really is. And also just that, it's so quiet. It really is. If you come to I go to Mallorca sometimes. In fact, I went via Mallorca. I didn't go into the town, but when I come to Mallorca, it's a busy, vibrant capital city, isn't it? It really is. I mean, it's a bit like a London airport, really. It's just so busy. You come to Ibiza and you've got all the hippies and all the lunatics hanging around and the people in cowboy boots and cowboy hats, and as it is, Ibiza a very free-spirited space. You go into Menorca and there's kind of nobody there, Rich. There's like 100 taxis waiting for you. There's nobody there. I had a really good chat with a taxi driver who was having a little bit of a whinge, but he was saying literally only busy for maybe 6 or 7 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks per summer. Whereas we probably have 12 weeks, Rich, maybe 10, 12 weeks. You could maybe extend that to 14, but out of those 14 weeks, you get maybe 5 or 6 busy weeks. But he was telling me that Menorca only gets 6 weeks busy, and probably out of those 6 weeks, you've probably got 2 or 3 weeks which are ridiculously busy. So it really does hammer home the point that Menorca is so different to Ibiza and Mallorca. And some people may say it's better, some people say it's worse, but I've got to tell you, the older you get, the more you like it. Showing my age there, Rich. I mean, I'm nearly 40 now, so I could probably can say these things, can't I?
Yeah.
Plus VAT.
40.
Plus VAT, of course. A lot of VAT on top of that.
What's that, 30% or 35%? Yeah.
About 35%, yeah. So, it's just, I was blown away by Menorca. And again, Menorca Cricket Club, what a super place to play cricket. It really was. And our international cricketer, or ex-international cricketer, Lou Vincent, came up with the goods. 158 not out on the Friday and 107 against Mallorca on the Sunday. So he did fantastically well.
The international cricketer known as the ringer, you mean?
Well, I mean, he lives in Ibiza, he's there. I mean, but I've got to say, Rich, the other teams could have turned around and said, this is unfair, this is not right. They all turned around and went, listen, it's a privilege to be on the pitch with international players. It's like me and you playing with, I don't know, with Pirlo or someone like that, or with it's someone who's walked the walk and talked the talk.
Apparently, I used to play like Pirlo, Mark. That was the rumor when we played in Ibiza. So.
Well, you scored one goal once from the halfway line, and that was about it, really.
They're still talking about it. Eh?
Well, we still scratch on our heads wondering how you did it, Rich. To be honest, because you were pretty irrelevant for the whole match, and then you turned up with that goal. So I mean,
still dancing in the streets of the Punta Ballarics when they saw that one go in.
But, as I said, it would have been very easy for the other teams to turn around and say, listen, it's a fix. You've got an international player. But, you've got to take these moments for what it is, Rich. And Lou Vincent, ex-international cricketer with New Zealand, he played to perfection. And he made a very emotional speech at the end of the game. And he said, listen, they had a chance to get him out. I think we was on 50 or something like that. They missed the chance. And he said, cricket's one of those games where, it can change in a blink of an eye, and it could as well. So it was a fantastic weekend. And as I said, congratulations to all three teams, which were great. But there can only be one winner, Rich, and that is the mighty Ibiza Cricket Club. So fantastic to report that we are the Balearic champions 2026.
Mark, I can tell you how many people are on the beach right now in Santa Ponsa.
Have you got it?
Yeah,
oh, yes.
Yes.
Let's forget.
Calvia.com/ES/players, which is PLAYAS.
Yeah.
And there are currently 127 people on Santa Ponsa Beach.
Right.
And there are 302 people on Playa San Matias at this particular moment in time. There you go.
What's the capacity of San
Live
Matias,
time?
Mate? Do you know?
1,520.
So you're not even at 10%, are you?
No, you are currently showing. Oh no, yes, you are. You're currently showing 20%. 300 people. You are.
Sorry, 300 people. Yeah, not 320 yet. Yeah, no, that's okay.
No, in Santa Ponsa, 2,318. They're currently standing at 4.62%. There you go.
Wow, I'm
pretty clever, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'm blown away. I mean, I'm not even going to ask you how they're doing it, mate, because you won't have a clue, will you? So it's
probably not. No.
So I mean, I'll leave the tech to the big boys. But I mean, that's great, Rich. It really is. And also, what I love is these myth busters. You know what I mean? The beaches are so busy. It's all the silly British are down there getting drunk. Actually, they're not really. Just check it out on a Sunday afternoon, Rich. See how many are there, shall
we? Yeah. It'll be full of Spanish.
Yeah, of course it will be. Domingueros, I've told you.
Yes, exactly.
We love them, but they have to. There's this big divide sometimes, Rich, where it's easy to blame the Giris or the tourists on everything, isn't it? But it's a shared responsibility these days, Rich. It really is.
Las Dalias, Mark. I think you probably know Las Dalias better.
Where is it, Rich? Where is it, Rich?
It's happening literally just across from near where I live. It's happening at the Esmolí, which is the roundabout where the windmill is.
Listen, now that's local knowledge for you. The roundabout where the windmill is. There you
everybody
go,
knows. Everyone knows the windmill was Santa Ponsa.
Everyone's nodding at their iPhone at the moment.
Across the road from there is like what we call a sort of area. They call it a recinto. Yeah, and that's where they're putting Las Dalias Market. There's going to be live music, hippie market, performances, art, children's area, rituals, therapies, workshops, a conscious zone.
A what?
A conscious zone, it tells me here.
Okay, you'll be going to that, won't you, mate?
Yeah, a wide range of definitely.
You like a conscious zone, don't you?
I'll be going for the wide range of food. I think probably that'd be my call.
After looking at that photo of you presenting that award, mate, or getting that award, mate, you don't need any more food, Rich.
Oi, listen, I wore dark just to try and disguise it a bit more.
That's a bit harsh. Jeff Peters is actually texting in as we speak.
He is. Yeah, Jeff won't be happy with that one. Friday, May the 22nd, Saturday, May the 23rd, and Sunday, May the 24th, Las Dalias Market in Santa Ponsa.
Did you know Las Dalias before that happened, Rich?
No, I think I've heard the name.
Yeah.
I think I've heard the name, but
it's curious. It's
a hippie market, right?
I mean, just give you a bit of background, Rich. It's in San Carlos, which is in the north of Ibiza, and it's probably one of the most authentic places on the island. You know, where the old island's been overrun these days by, you know, these Trustafarians and the nouveau hippies, not the old ones. Las Dalias is really an outlier of traditional values. And I think if you're a little bit older, I'm not sure it appeals to the younger crowd, but if you're a little bit older, you like a market, but not just that, you like the vibes of the older Ibiza, then I think it's a really cool place to go to. Although, you know what hippie markets are like nowadays, mate. Most of it's made in China, isn't it? So, you know, but you'll come away with a few. I did a blog the other week, and it says you'll come away with a few linen shirts, a few bangles, and you know, some incense, and you spent 150 quid, haven't you? So, you know. But what the good thing about that, Rich, is I mean, I didn't know that until you told me about it today. Is that it's taking the Balearic brand and using it, isn't it? So
yeah, totally. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a really good idea, and it gets the name Las Dalias out there, and I think it's a win-win, isn't it? No, it's really good, mate. So Las Dalias Market in. Where is it again?
Santa Ponsa.
Santa Ponsa, yeah. So the roundabout,
the outskirts.
Roundabout with the windmill on it, yeah.
Well, it's not the windmill on it; it's with the roundabout with the windmill on the side. Everybody knows it's a bit like the paint shop, Mark. You know.
Yeah, no, that's the paint place, mate.
The paint place. Sorry,
I've got 2 or 3 messages like that, mate. The paint place, yeah. I mean, it's very good.
Exactly.
So, Rich, from Las Dalias to in Playa de Bossa, you know, we've got those big hotels there. What used to be the Hard Rock Hotel is now called, if I remember rightly, is it called the Site Hotel, isn't it? It was called the Site Hotel because we said if you put an H in there, you're in trouble, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
The Site Hotel. Now, that's where the Gordon Ramsay experience is, which is called, is it called Hard Rock Hell, is it? I can't remember.
It's not Kitchen Nightmares, is it?
It was Hell's Kitchen, wasn't it?
Hell's Kitchen, sorry. Yeah,
Hell's Kitchen, yeah, of course it was. Not Hard Rock Hell. That's another thing. So Hell's Kitchen. But it's also got another restaurant in there called Sublimotion. Now, we've spoken about this before, Rich, and this has got a very famous moniker because it was created by Michelin-starred chef Paco Ronquero, which I know that you know him personally because you like your food, don't you? You're a bit of a foodie. But Paco Ronquero, it's called Sublimotion, and it's famously punted as the most expensive in the world. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and how much a head? What do you reckon, Rich? Go on. Have a look. And I like to ask you these questions because usually you have no clue and come up with some really strange numbers. So go on, how much a head? The most expensive restaurant in the world. Now, let me just give you some background. So there's only 12 people at a time. So it's kind of private dining. And you go into a room, the whole room changes around you. As you get served the food, it's kind of a sensory type thing where the background changes. So it's all about sensory motions and it's about the feelings and the vibes. It's an immersive experience with special effects, projection, music, lighting. 12 people. How much per person? Go on, Rich.
It's sort of place that you need a Big Mac afterwards. Is that one of those?
I think you're going to come out hungry, Rich. Yeah, that's for sure. Stop at the kebab house on the way home, just in case. Yeah.
Go on then. I don't know. Couple of grand.
You're not a million miles away. 1,650 euros per person for the dining, but that does include drinks as well, mate. So it's kind of an all-inclusive, mate. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now, lovely.
Now, if you go there, I'll ask for the Chateau de Bonnet de Murph, and then you can get the half a lager shandy with your dinner as well.
I'll be happy with that.
So, I mean, it's a gimmick, isn't it, Rich? It really is. And I mean, I don't know how many times they sell it, but it's nice to have the moniker. The Ibiza has the most expensive restaurant in the world. So, Sublimotion, shall I book us in?
You can put it on expenses if you want, Mark.
Yeah, so I put. Well, you know, now that we've got a HR,
maybe they can sponsor us.
Yeah, well, now we've got a HR department that we're talking about the bullying, the bullying and etc. I'll put it through to our admin section and see if we can get it on expenses.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah,
idea.
Me and you. Should we just go and have egg and chips instead?
Yeah, we'll do that. A few weeks ago, we mentioned that Spain were playing England in the World Cup qualifiers. We're talking Spain's women against England women here in Mallorca. And the tickets are now on sale.
Right.
If you want to go to the game, it's Friday, the 5th of June at 9:00 at night down at the Son Moix in the centre of Palma. Season ticket holders have had from yesterday until tomorrow. So we're recording this on Tuesday evening. So for up until Wednesday at midday, have had a discount on tickets. So if anybody wants, I can't go because I'm working actually, so I'm not.
Oh, Rich, I was going to say I'll come over and we'll do it together. That's annoying. I'd like to.
Good to go.
Well, I'd love to support the Lionesses, mate. I'm a big. I'm going to get slaughtered by my mates, but I'm a big Lioness fan. I really am.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind much of the women's football, and particularly Spain have got a great team, of which 3 of them are from Mallorca. So I wouldn't have minded going to see the actual game itself. But anyway, look. I'm a season ticket holder, so I'm entitled to discounted tickets. I can get 4 discounted tickets, as well as my sons who can't go either. So if anybody's listening out there who wants those tickets, by all means, obviously I'll tell you how much they are, and I can get them for you. It's not a problem. So, just to pass that on if anybody does want to go. But you can go and buy tickets at the stadium or online as well.
What's the capacity down there, Rich?
We're about 25,000.
And do you think it will sell out?
I think it'll be close because I think obviously it's tourist time as well. Don't forget, June the 5th. You're into the tourist time, so I think there'll be a lot of English people wanting to go to the game, but also lots of Spaniards. But because they've got 3 Mallorquins in the team, I think that'll be popular as well. And I'm hoping what they'll do is they'll give some sort of discount, particularly to the girls and women's teams. Do you know what I mean? That because they do it for the boys' teams for Mallorca games. So I'd like to see. Although don't forget, this is not run by Mallorca. This is run by the RFEF, the Spanish Football Federation. So it's really down to them whether they're going to do that or not. I don't know, but it would be nice to see lots of girls' teams not get invited, but get a special discounted rate if that was at all possible.
No, it's good, mate, as well. And you've got who's the one who plays for your mob, Gooners? Is it
Caldente?
Caldente. Yeah. She's Mallorquin, isn't she?
Mariona. Yeah. She's
a cracking player. She is.
We got the goalkeeper, Kata as well, Katakoi. She's in goal, and then there's I think she's centre midfield, Pujar or something like that.
It's not Puteas, no. It's not Alexia Puteas, is it?
No, it's Pujar. I'm sure.
Yeah. I know who you mean. It's Pujari, mate, isn't it? Yeah,
Pujari.
Yeah. She's good.
She's from Mallorca as well. So there's three great players.
I've got a confession, mate. I'm not a massive fan of women's football. I've got to tell you.
Here we go. I'm not upset people out there.
Now. No, I'm not because I'm not a massive fan because I'm a massive fan of men's football. But I'm a football fan in general. But I've got really into the Las Rocas, which is the Spanish team because of the Mallorquin connection, and obviously the Lionesses, who I think are fabulous, mate. They really are good as well. So yeah, fantastic. If you would have gone, Rich, I'd have flown over. Even though I'm busy on the daytime, I would have come over for that. But as usual, you're too busy counting your money and working, aren't you,
mate? It's Radiothon weekend that weekend.
Oh, it is.
It's charity weekend. That's why. So.
That's why you've got that big award and you're wearing that gong around your neck.
That's it, mate.
You're like a modern day. Well, I wasn't going to say the name I was going to say, mate. But who's that radio DJ used to wear a gong around his neck? Oh, listen. Anyway, moving on quickly for that one, mate. Just a little bit about the clubs, Rich, because we always say how important the clubbing business is to the island of Ibiza. We had the big one, Amnesia, opened at the weekend, and if you look at Dwayne's pictures,
stuff, yeah.
I mean, he was gushing about it, wasn't he? He was
he was. I
think he was probably, might have had a couple of canyons down there or whatever at the time. It was midday, wasn't it? So, I mean, it looked amazing, Rich. And we said about Universe opening last year, would Amnesia be able to compete with Universe? And the answer is yes, Rich. It really has competed, and it's more of an authentic clubbing experience. And you saw that they've really gone for it this year as well. They've got quite a few British acts on, which is a bit strange, Amnesia, because there's always been very Spanish, very local. This year they've got a few British. I was going to try and tell you who it is, but I've forgotten him because I picked my son up from the airport today. He's over for one night from Madrid to go to Pasha tonight, Rich. I mean, how the other half live, to be 18 again. So there's a big party at Pasha. So he's flown from Madrid to go to Pasha tonight. And he was telling me as well, they did an after party in Es Paradis with some famous DJs. So they went all night in Amnesia. I think it kicked out about midday. People went probably for their brekkie or wherever, or maybe had a few drinks on the beach and went straight to Es Paradis at 4:00. So, it's really difficult to emphasise how important the clubbing industry is to Ibiza. And it's got off to a fantastic start. It really has, Rich. So I think it's going to be one of those years, Rich. I mean, I don't want to tempt any fate, but I think it's going to be a massive year. I really do.
That's good. That's good to hear. Finally, Mark, we had a little bit of footy chat already, but let's talk about Real Mallorca, who got, I think, a creditable draw against Villarreal last weekend. Villarreal in third place in La Liga right now. Went 1-0 up from a penalty. And then we equalised from a mistake from their goalkeeper. We had chances to win the game in the second half, to be perfectly honest, but couldn't convert. But Mariki obviously scored again. He's just 2 goals behind Mbappe. He could actually finish top of, because Mbappe's injured right now, don't forget.
But there's a difference, Rich. You love Mariki and the Madrid fans hate Mbappe.
They're not pleased with him, are they?
I don't quite get it myself, but hey-ho. But no, Mariki's on fire, isn't he?
Yeah. So there's 3 games to go. Getafe on Wednesday, Levante next weekend, and Oviedo on the last weekend of the season. So we're currently in 15th place, and everybody would go, well, that's not too bad, is it? But we are just 2 points clear of the relegation zone. And, well, interesting enough, I checked for the final relegation place, which is 18th, which is currently occupied by Alaves. They're on 37 points. To Getafe, who are in 7th in the league. There's just 8 points separating those teams. So there's a lot of teams in this, and anybody that has a bad run over the next 2 or 3 games could find themselves in relegation trouble. Everybody seems to be winning games in and around the bottom part of the league right now, which is very annoying because I thought we'd just be out of it now. You know, the old 40-point target is I think it's going to be surpassed this year. I think it's going to be more points than 40 needed to actually save yourself from relegation. So let's see. As I say, difficult game against Getafe. They're 7th. They've had a good season. Then we've got the 2 bottom teams, Levante, who have started to win games as well, Levante. And then final game of the season, Oviedo. That's the last home game. It's the last game of the season.
Talk about 6-pointers, Rich. It's incredible, isn't it? I think you'll do it, Rich. I really do. I think you'll do it. But I think
we're playing well, Mark.
Well, that's the key, isn't it?
We are playing well. And listen, a big shout out to a couple of the boys who were playing for Mallorca B in the summer. 2 boys that also played for San Francisco, where my boy plays, were in the first team squad. And one of them actually got on. I can't remember his name. For the life of me, I can't remember his name. Right back, though, he came in and he actually had a really good game. I was very pleased for him.
How old?
Do you know what I mean? He's no more than 18, 19. Do you know what I mean? Wow. So fantastic for him.
His parents must be so proud, mustn't they?
Yeah. And then another boy called Orihuela, whose dad was the sporting director at San Francisco. He was on the bench as well. He's a left back. He's a very good player too. So it's nice to see some youth players coming through the system and actually getting into the first team as well.
Amazing,
because that gives inspiration to lots of boys here at the island as well. Can I just mention? Go on,
mate. Absolutely, Rich. Please mention away. You're the one with a big award round your neck, mate. Not me.
There's a huge, as Jeff Stelling was, a huge game this weekend. On Sunday, it's the last game of the La Liga Nacional. It's very tight at the top. Balearics beat Peñarabal at the weekend by 2-0, which means they've taken the lead in the championship. They're ahead by 1 point. Peñarabal are playing Ferrerías, which is from Ibiza, right? Ferrerías, yeah.
No, Ferrerías are
from. Are they Menorca?
They're Menorca, yeah.
Sorry, apologise.
Yeah.
So they're Menorca, and then Balearics are playing my boys' team, Palma.
Right.
And If ever my boys' team wants to win a game this weekend,
of course they do. Of course they do.
This one, because if they do win, they'll probably hand the title to Peñarabal. So it's a massive game, and everybody tells me there's going to be a big crowd. I mean that there's going to be a lot of people want to go and watch that game.
Well, Peñarabal are known for being quite boisterous, Rich, I would say. Boisterous in the crowd. So, it'd be a great game.
We're not playing Peña, we're playing Balearics.
No, but I mean in general, Peñarabal.
Yeah. They are. Yeah,
you've got Peñarabal, your top 2 teams. You've got Atletico Balear, obviously from Palma, and you've got Peñarabal from Palma as well, aren't they? So, you've got 2 Palma teams who are going at it. So, youth football really is alive and kicking in the Balearics. So that'll be a very good game to go to. So good luck to both teams. But come on, Palma, let's do this, shall we? You know what I mean? So I like Peñarabal. I remember my lad playing against Peñarabal when he was very small, and I was like, wow, who are this team? I'd never heard of them, and I looked into, and they were seriously good, Rich. They were seriously good little outfit, and
they are.
I'm rooting for Peñarabal. There you go. They're my team. There you go.
And one more thing, Mark. Good luck.
Not another football story, Rich.
No. This is a charity cycling event, which is the one that I would have been taking part in.
Is that the one that you took your fake fall just because you couldn't stand the pace? Is that right, Rich?
There you go. But it's still not looking good. Finger.
Still not looking good.
So it's this weekend, starts on Friday. Good luck to all the riders taking part. There's about nearly 100 people taking part in the ride. They're riding all way around Mallorca, and they're raising great money for charity. So good luck to everybody.
Fantastic.
And actually, I found out the other day, you remember the Welsh rugby player Colin Jarvis?
Yes.
He's taking part in the in the challenge, so that's great.
Good.
I'm looking forward to meeting him on Thursday. Actually,
are you on the reception committee? Do they have to come and bow to you now that you're a right honourable?
Well, obviously, when I signed up for this, the only thing I didn't realise was it was the last game of the season for football. Obviously, so I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to miss my son's last game of the season. Well, now I'm not going to miss it because obviously I'm going to be able to go and watch the game, which means I will miss the end of the cycling, unfortunately. But
yeah, is that all we got time for this week, Rich?
That's it. Busy old show today.
Amazing. Listen, I'd like to say once again, well done to my honourable friend here, the European Citizen of the Year, no doubt.
Very kind.
No less than European. I still don't know what it means, but I'll do some research. I'm sure ChatGPT will tell me all about it. But well done.
Well, yeah, interesting considering that we're out of Europe now, anyways, as well. Do you know what I mean? So quite how it was. It's because I'm probably Spanish these days. That's what it is.
Yeah, of course it is, mate. Well done, mate. Listen, I'll look forward to speaking to you next week, mate.
Thanks, mate. Take care.
Pleasure, mate. As always.
Bye, mate.
Make me dance.